This is why you should pick Malphite. The enemy think he got both our carries, but they are mistaken. Most of the gold at this point is with me and my top G, and we are still bankrolling.
Now I will teach them to fear me. I will become what I must be. Why? Because I can.
Hello everyone and welcome in another video. It is true that you only enjoy the game when you get better at it. At this moment, I am on a winning streak and I really hope to keep it going until I reach platinum before midnight. If you are wondering, do I look up my allies or enemies before the start of the game, well, to be honest, since I started playing jungle and teleport, I stopped for one simple reason. I want my technique to be as good as possible, and the only way to reach that is by playing against everyone with anybody. I would say the worse the better. The first gank was just a warm-up. I did my full clear and 2 failed attempts in ganking mid and bot side. The only plan now is to camp top, and get my top G ahead. I was planning to stay help Malphite and clear the top side completely, but against Hecarim and Kennen I am lacking in mobility. As I said many times on previous occasions, Dragon doesn't have any value in itself. But it is a good opportunity to start a fight and get some gold out of it. That being said, the fight should be done in a favorable ground and not like this. Even though the outcome was in our favor, this type of fighting promotes risk and bad calls. And to be honest, I don't like being dragged around. I rather pick my fights and choose my battles. I ended up dying in the dragon pit. My team ditched me, and I had enough of fighting over a buff that will not contribute to any actual value. So, back to my original plan. Well, mistakes do happen, and I am at this point borrowing energy from the day after tomorrow. When you are tired, plays like this occur more often than usual. Fear not, our strategy is solid. Even if you die a dozen of times and you manage to acquire both heralds, you are still in a good position. You just have to use it properly, and among all my previous games, this game in particular, I drew the maximum out of both herald buffs. This is why you should pick Malphite. The enemy think he got both our carries, but they are mistaken. Most of the gold at this point is with me and my top G, and we are still bankrolling. To be honest, I synced really well with this Malphite. Hence, I switch up my strategy a bit to be around him whenever his ultimate is up. Unlike in other games, even when playing with a Malphite they either miss too often or keep their ultimate ability for another game. You might have noticed that all these past fights were at a number disadvantage, and with the rock we managed to flip the tides of the table for on sole reason. We have the better engage, knock up trumps both stun and fear since I compensate for the damage, hence creating the perfect combo. Here, I was just passing by planning to go topside and use Herald. But look and behold, a walking bag of gold and only one click away from my fingertips. They say great minds think alike. Nami joined the cause and we are now the unstoppable trio, literally. Since the start of the game, the only dead guys were Zed and Nyla. Typical and expected around this ELO. I had a feeling that this push is the final one and it was okay for me to suicide and get both Nexus towers. Whenever you feel strong and ahead, it is your responsibility to carry and take bold decisions. Since the start of the game, we were losing in terms of gold, but we were winning pressure-wise. Typing is pointless regardless, and if your allies are dying all the time the best you can do is to think of them as improved minions. Mime in the rock with our trusted fish, Nami, we rolled out with explosions on our back and went ahead to close the game as the ultimate trio carry of this game. What will come next are the promos. Not going to lie, I really didn't have the juice to go for another game, but nothing beats the feeling of putting ahead a goal and succeed in reaching it.